I hesitate to complain about my job with so many people being laid off and with just the economy the way it is right now. And also because it's just not a bad job. I'm paid decent, it's a it's fine. It's fine. I've worked here for 10 years. It's fine. There's not really anything major that's terrible. So I just feel like I don't really complain openly except to my husband because I just feel ungrateful, and it's more like read the room, Glory. What is that saying? People are dying, Kim. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. But how I just want to know, how do you deal? I asked ChatGPT this, and ChatGPT's suggestion was to work to find a new job. But that's not possible right now. At least, I mean, I'm looking, I'm always looking. But how do you deal with just not feeling valued or seen, and your job is just not intellectually stimulating at all? It's very, oh my God, it's just a monkey could do it at this point. But I would be able to tolerate that. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I felt valued, if I felt like what I was doing, my contributions were valued, me as an employee here was valued. But I feel completely invisible and kind of taken advantage of. Like, for example, our department used to be a 3-person department, and they laid basically the whole department off except me during the COVID layoffs. Like, they got actually 4 people in my department, our manager, 2 reps, and then they got rid of everyone, and I was the last one left. And then they brought somebody over from another department to work with me, who's been working here for a gazillion years. And now it's just been her and I this entire time. Even though our revenue has gone back to pre-COVID days, in fact, it has surpassed pre-COVID days, they never brought that second person back. So I'm basically doing the work of 2 people, and I'm vocal about it. I'm not a pest, like complaining all the time, but I'm like, I need help, guys. I can't keep up with all this. And on top of that, I do other duties that are not part of my position's responsibility, but I handle them for this location because it's something that I sought out to learn how to do, which is international and export compliance. I reached out to learn how to do that. So now I'm responsible for managing the export compliance for this location and do international shipping. It's not a typical part of my job responsibilities, but it's just what I do for this location. So I'm doing more work on top of that. And so last year I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. Not only did I get my bachelor's degree, I graduated with a 4.0. Okay? A bitch graduated with straight fucking A's, summa cum laude. So take all that into consideration. The things I did throughout the year that I put down in my review, whatever. But on all that to say that they use the fact that our customers have complained about not getting a response from us in a timely manner, or complain about not hearing back, or whatever the communication. They have used that against me in my review to ding me in my review, even though I have been vocal about the fact that the workload is a lot and I cannot keep up. I'm doing the job of 2 fucking people on top of doing export compliance for this location and international shipping. They used that against me in my review and dinged me, and basically I just got a 3% like cost of living raise. Even though I got a bachelor's degree last year, there's a couple other things that I did that I put in my review. I'm not going to get into details. They dinged me for something that I have been vocal about, that I cannot keep up with the workload because I am a fucking human being. I'm not a robot. It's just, there's a lot of little things that make me feel not valued here. And that was a big one. That was a big one for me, because it's just like, don't play in my face. You're playing in my face. You know what I mean? You know this is wrong, but you're just taking advantage of the situation. You're taking advantage of me. That's why I feel taken advantage of. You're taking advantage of the economy, and you're playing in my fucking face. You know this is wrong. You know this is bullshit, because I've been complaining about being unable to keep up with the workload. I do work from home. I already work a second job. I work 7 days a fucking week, and then Sunday nights I do work at home because I bring my laptop home, and I do those little things that I just do not have time for in the week, but I need to do because the customer is expecting a response. I keep reminding myself, it's a shitty economy. Be grateful that you have a job. Be grateful that I know I've had this job for 10 years. I was employed during COVID. I'm employed now. I'm trying to be grateful, but I'm like, am I being dramatic? Like, how do I deal? I could try to find another job, but the thing is it's not a terrible job. That's my biggest thing. Like, I don't mind it here. I feel like there's, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much, but I don't know what to do.